This is the Unhip Almond 360. Ready for action. Well, it is June 17th, 2018, and it is Father's Day. And I would like to first open up by saying Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, the real fathers on what it, and we all know what a real father is when it comes to um, raising kids, boys and girls, and that. And I just want to wish all those fathers, those true fathers out there, men, not women, men, true fathers out there, I wish you all a happy Father's Day. And I applaud you. I'm a father myself, and I know how tough it is to raise a child. I have a son, and it's a lot of work. And in this day and age, especially for those who are red-pilled, those who have become MGTOW, or not even MGTOW, but is trying to find their way in life, where things have changed a lot in the past, I don't know. Well, in my life, a lot of things have changed. So, like about in the past over 40 years, even more, things have quickly changed, and how the authority and power of men has dwindled when it comes to relationships, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to the workforce, when it comes to college, when it comes to just relationships in general. And which is fine. We live in an age of equality, but if we live in an age of equality, then we should all have equal power, right? We should all have equal responsibility. We all should have equal rights. We should have equal accountability, which in turn means we should all have equal authority and equal power. And as we know, and I'll probably discuss in many other videos after this, that men do not have a lot of power in this country when it comes to the relationship between men and women. And a lot of it's reinforced by the courts and by government, because who are 55% of the voters in this country? Women. So yeah, but I just want to just give a shout out to all those real fathers out there. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good fight in raising your children the right way and properly. Pretty much red pilling your children. I know my son's pretty red pilled about the ways of life and what's going on out there. And you know, I'd like to think I'm doing a good job as a father. A much better job than the job, well, lack of job that my biological father did and my stepfather did. I was, my brother and I, my mom left my biological father when we were really young. I think we were like 2 or 3, something like that. And and apparently, this is the story, my biological father physically abused me, my brother, and my mother. And I, for the most part, have taken that as fact, although there's a part of me that feels like there's more to the story than meets the eye. And but based on other family members I've talked to, and that, you know, there is possibility that my biological father did have a very violent or aggressive side. I've seen that side inside me once in a while, and my brother. So in that regard, so, you know, I haven't, and ever since my mom divorced him, I haven't ever seen him since. And then she remarried and married my current stepfather now, who's still alive, and he raised me. And in the midst of it, other children came into play. My biological mother died when I was at a young age, and my stepfather remarried to my stepmom now. And through most of my childhood life, I was raised by step parents and other, and all the intricacies involved in having mixed marriages in regards to divorce and then marrying somebody else who has been divorced and had kids and all that. So I lived in a time where that wasn't as um, prevalent as it is now in this day and age, but it was starting to. And my stepfather, I know he raised me the way he thought was the right way, the proper way, and it was the old way. And I still believe he's still blue-pilled. He lived in an era where men were the ones that took all the responsibility and did all the work and protected the women and always believed the women and defended the women, and it was all about the women's and being a simp for the women. And that everything will fall into place as long as you take care of the women and show that you're a proper man, or you're a real man if you defend the women. And I try to follow that. And when I was young, and then in my early adulthood, up till like probably my mid-30s, maybe more. And I wish I would have realized a long, long time ago that everything that my stepfather taught me or tried to teach me, like about 90% of that was bullshit. Because I think a lot of the things he taught me hurt me in life, set me back in life, diluted me in the realities of life and women in general, and got me, and it was one of those things where I was like chasing women, and that's the one thing I shouldn't have done. And I shouldn't have been like white knighting for women. And I shouldn't have been like, oh, I gotta do whatever it takes to prove I'm a man. Uh, Everything that was taught to me about that, or not everything, but all the things, I would say at least 90% of it that my stepfather taught me really hampered me. And excuse me there, I coughed. And everything that has led me up to my moment now where the past few years I've been MGTOW. I'm just learning a lot of things and realizing a lot of things. And the number one important thing to do, I have a son. I'm divorced from my marriage with his mother. And the one thing that I'm trying to do is, one, red pill my son. And that's not something you do just like, okay, I'm going to red pill you. You kind of like teach him lessons and talk to him about things, and slowly but surely he'll start realizing, or either kid, boy or girl, they'll start realizing, that's not fair, or that's peculiar, and they start getting red pilled, and they are taking in the red pill themselves. You present the information, or I present the information. It's up to them, like Morpheus did. He had the blue pill in one hand and the red pill in the other, and that's all I did was just hold it out. And after a while, my son kept on taking the red pill more and more and more. And in that way, I feel like I'm doing a good job as a father. I feel like I'm been a positive influence, and I've taught him some of the lessons that I've learned, and I'm hoping he'll learn from those lessons. And I hope I'm a good father in that regard. He does know a little bit about MGTOW. He knows it's why it was implemented, but he thinks it's too radical, which I think portions of MGTOW are radical, but that's not really true MGTOW in a way. But it sounds like, what the feminists say. Well, that's not a true feminist either. So, but MGTOW is not about hating women. That's the thing. MGTOW is, in my videos, is about freedom, self-respect, and holding up to a standard that you live by. That's what MGTOW is. So I just want to say happy Father's Day to all you out there, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you later. Bye.